out of Virginia Tech, was a quarterback, and he's having one of his best years. We appreciate the greeting, well wishes, as Howell will snap this at the 18. And they'll go with Robinson, who started the game with a nice little 8-yard run, but been stuffed a couple of times. You look at Sam Howell. He grew up in Monroe, North Carolina, and since Kirk Cousins left in 2017, there have been 12 different starting quarterbacks, but they got one here. This guy, he's going to be at the controls here for a long time, most will tell you.
Well, you told me about it early in the year. You said, hey, you seen Sam Howell play yet? I like him. He's pretty good. He's got that little kind of thing you want to see, right? Passing the eye test.
Just needs some help with some blocking. Howell's got to feel like he's on an island a lot of times as he hands it off to Robinson for a gain of about 6. But he grew up, by the way, I want you to know this, as a Dallas Cowboy fan. Here he is in the Charlotte area, if you will, Monroe, just southeast of the Queen City. And his favorite player, Tony Romo.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
He goes back so far with his history of the Cowboys. He grew up wanting to be you. And here he is, having had a chance to talk to you yesterday for the first time.
I told you he had that it factor. This could be one of the greatest quarterbacks who's ever played if he just continues. I'm telling you, you got to love guys who just play this way.
3rd and 3 as he rolls away from pressure like Romo, throws and completes it. Improvising, McLaurin has the catch and the first.
Well, this is what he has to do today. This Cowboys have a great job of getting internal pressure. You'll see them come right inside here, and you got to flush out and extend the play and then keep your eyes downfield. I mean, that's going to have to happen on 3rd downs, probably more consistently than just dropping back and throwing the ball in rhythm.
His last 4 games, we talked about what Prescott has done over the last month. Howell has averaged 322 yards passing over the last 4. He's got a first down.
Yeah, I'd be excited if you're a Commanders fan, Jim.
Good pass. Going to have to go sidearm with a defender crashing in, and it's Curtis Samuel with the catch.
And when I say that, they're 4-7. It's a tall task to make the playoffs, but they're still talking that way when you talk to them and we interview them, and that's a positive thing. But I'd be excited about the just evolution of this offense. You know, you get Eric Bieniemy who comes in. I see them playing their best ball now, outside of the turnovers, which were crazy last week with 6. But if they shore that up, I think they're finally figuring each other out, right? How to call the game for Sam, and Sam how to know what Eric's calling, and then you know the system. They're better than they were to start the year.
2nd and 4, they've got another first down with the throw to Dotson. Well, this is the thing, is they turned it over 6 times against the Giants and still had a chance late in the game to win.
There were 2 big things to me. Like, that's crazy, because that means that you actually have some talent and ability to overcome that, because you should be blown out by 30 when you have 6 turnovers. But I just see them collectively coming together and like knowing themselves, and they make it tough on defenses. And Ron Rivera, this is the best I've seen this team coming in like at any point in the year on offense and defense. Defense are playing more man coverage, not just sitting back in zone, letting them just nickel and dime you over and over again.
Here's Howell again rolling out. He's going to throw it. And he's got another completion to Samuel, his 2nd catch on this drive. 6 completions right now to 5 different targets.
And this is exactly how the game's going to have to go for Sam. We talked about him rolling out. You are not going to block these guys. Almost no team in the NFL can handle this front consistently over and over again. And if you use your legs, you stay poised, you throw it away sometimes, but you can move the chains that way.
Get rid of it before you have a chance to have an exchange with Micah Parsons. He said he was hoping not to have too much conversation with him today.
Yeah, his first start in the NFL was last year against Dallas at the end of the year.
2nd and 2, and it's bobbled incomplete by Robinson. Yeah, he started week 18 talking about Howell. And the Cowboys had seeding at stake, and Howell won the game. They won 26-6.
Yes, and that gives you confidence. You know, the beat, you go against this defense, you're like, yeah, we can take him on.
Well, they saw enough to give him the job going into the season, and now he's going to face a 3rd down and 3, right in the area where the last drive shut down.
You got multiple options here. I mean, to me, it's this 4-down territory now. I mean, just don't get any lost yards. You can run it, quarterback keep it, quick throw to the sideline right away.
Got to get rid of it, and he does. There's pressure coming from Odigizua. And it is 4th down. They're going to punt again, Tony. They don't waste any time making that decision.
Well, this is an outstanding job by Bell. I want you to watch. The back's going to come out of the backfield right here. And look at Bell run with him, 14. That right there should have been a wide open play, and that creates it where he has to come off and go back inside. They moved Bell from safety to linebacker, Jim, and he has been unbelievable.
Might be a time for a fake. Who knows? 4th and 2. No, they're going to boot it away.
Surprised they didn't go for that.
I am too. Tress Way back to Turpin, and another fair catch right at about the 10-yard line. Best Thanksgiving sides.
Jack and cheese, Pollard greens, Parsons pie, CD left ton.
Go back and thrown down by Payne. Pollard gives back a couple. Loss of 3, actually.
Yeah, this is a great job. Payne getting right through the right side of the line, right down here. Splits Zach Martin and Biotish, and this is the way that the Commanders can win this game. It's the interior of the D line. It's the 2 big guys they have, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen. They can push the pocket. They can win the game by themselves. So you have to have a plan for that. Keep the center, chip at the back.
Here's a 3rd and 4. And that'll move the sticks and put the football at the Commander 46. It's Lamb with the reception. Gain of 8.
There's a lot of guys inside. And it doesn't matter because CD Lamb has great instincts, great vision, great feel. He's playing just at a very high level. He's the alpha dog here.
And he's become quite a deep threat, too. And the stats support that he's been this season the 2nd best deep threat in the league to Tyreek.
Yeah.
He's running back in for the Cowboys. It's Caudle. They fake it to him, and here's Dak. Oh, that pass got away from him, trying to find Cooks.
Yeah, Dak knows he threw that ball a little hard and a little high. It's wide open. Another great play call by Mike McCarthy, who's really, I mean, just a little too much steam on that, right? It gets up on you fast. It's right in front of you. It should have been an easy 12 to 15-yard play. I am impressed with Mike McCarthy and how he, you know, after the bye week, just evolving this thing, and it's like now they're like master classes at a graduate in this offense.
Here's Darnold. Nice piece of running. Got a flag down, though, as he ran it for about 11, and the flag is back at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense number 88. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So they got Lamb on this one.
Wait till you see this one. I saw it down there right when he did it. He blocks him. He's going to block the defensive end right here, but watch at the very end of this. Right there, they thought he pulled him, but he never did. He never held it. It just looked like it. And I thought it was, I mean, it's the wrong call, number one.
You thought it was some good acting by Andre Jones.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Backs him up to a 2nd and 20.
So what you do here is this. You got 5 old linemen. You've got 6 guys in there. You can hand it off or throw a screen out here. Oh, CD false started right there.
False start. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
All right, so back-to-back flags against CD.
Well, this is the one way, you know, for this explosive offense, they can hurt themselves, Jim, is just penalties. And now you're all of a sudden well behind the chains, and you can't just get 5-6 yards here. You're going to need to get something closer to 10, 15 to have a real opportunity on 3rd down.
Bounces back to the center as he resets. Plenty of time on the play clock. Oh, they may have gotten Washington to jump. Might be a free play. They go down the field and connect.
This will be interesting.
Colbert with the catch.
Do you decline it?
Let's see what the gain is. The gain is about 19. I would decline it with a 19-yard gain, make it 3rd and 6 instead of 2nd and 20.
So they're telling him right now, you get the 5 yards, which would make it 2nd and 20, or you get the 3rd and about 6.
Offside.
I would take the 3rd and 6.
Defense number 94. Penalty declined. 3rd down.
You want to know why? Because it's hard to get 14 yards to get the 3rd and 6 again if you got Second and 20. I'm pretty smart with math, Jim.
Here is Pollard back in the game. Pollard with a seam down to the 29, running behind Terrence Steele, and that goes for 14 yards.
Outstanding job by the right tackle, Terrence Steele. Look at him over here, getting out in front. And they signed him in the offseason. He's one of the better run blocking tackles in the league. And this offensive line is where everything starts here. They've got a dominant one. Here we go. It shows week in, week out.
So they got out of a 2nd and 25, and here they're going to dump it off complete to Pollard. That one wiggle, and he picks up about 6. The ball came out at the end. So Cowboy jump in there at the end, and it's 2nd down, stays with Dallas.
It's how explosive, like the best offenses get those penalties. You got 2nd and 25, and you still get the first down.
Good job here by Lamb. Might have been down. I'm not sure the right knee might have been down, but look at Lamb go in there and scoop it up.
Yeah, I think it was a fumble right here. It's like perfectly timed. Boom. Yep. You're close. You're
close, but I think it might have been a fumble. So you got now a 2nd down and 4. There they toss it. Double. Has the first. Nice spin move.
Very similar play. A little different, but once again, Terrence Steele, the right tackle, does an outstanding job. You'll see him right here. Get out wide and follow him around. Yeah, they have a conscientious plan today, right? Don't run inside into the 2 big guys, right? That's their strength. 2 Pro Bowlers and the D tackle. Get the ball out wide and make your team speed be shown.
First down at the 16.
See those 2 right in there, Jim? You don't run at those guys.
Timeout Dallas. Of course, they traded away
first charge,
both
timeout,
Montez
Dallas.
Sweat to Chicago and Chase Young to San Francisco.
Yes, we'll talk about that when we come back. See if you liked it.
Back in 30 after this from State Farm.
I don't know Jake from State Farm.
But just imagine my homes and my auto.
Best bundle in the league, baby.
Man, why can't Patrick change his name? It could be Kelsey, and Kelsey how much you can save by bundling home and auto. Yeah? If you make the letters smaller.
My home, my auto, let's go. Come on, model, let's get it. Put your jersey on.
Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Coming out of a Cowboy timeout here in the final minute of the first quarter. This is a drive that started back at the Dallas 10 and then got back to the 5 off of a pre-snap penalty, but the Cowboys have a 1st and 10 at the other side of the field.
This is the one area, if you're a Cowboy fan, you want the Cowboys to get a little better at the red zone on offense. The 22nd or 18th, I should say, in the NFL.
Going to the end zone. The pass well defended as St. Juice was covering up Lamb and blocked him out.
Yeah, he's going to be. They took their shots early, so he's going to stay on top now. Once you get beat deep already early, you're not going to want to be biting on the shorter stuff and just a simple go route that you maintain leverage the entire time. But that is the one thing. This offense is like top 5 in so many things, Jim. It's just the red zone. It's like against the best teams that could cost you.
2nd and 10 from the 16. Dowdle gets the screen pass down to the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. Zach Martin comes up huge on this play.
You're exactly right. Zach Martin, we talked about the strength of the defense. It's their D-line interior, 2 D tackles. Well, that's also a strength of the Cowboys offense. Zach Martin, who's been one of the best in the NFL for a long time. And the secret to that, honestly, is when you, on a screen pass, is when you let the D lineman go. You're blocking them, but you got to let them go to go block. And if you do it too early, it's wrong. Too late, it's wrong. Perfectly timed.
Extra point is good.
This is pretty far into the season to have that. That's such a home field advantage. This crowd has been rocking it. When they get the towels out, we talked to Coach McCarthy. They got these white towels. He gets excited, gets the goosebumps because he knows how hard it is to come in here and win.
I guess you could call it another way, home cooking, Tony. You know what that's like.
That sounds like a Thanksgiving plug.
Yeah.
Home cooking, second longest in team history. 30 points in 5 straight games. And Jim, look at this.
They won by 20.
Not just winning barely.
Yeah, they won by 20 over the Jets, then 35, 23, and 32 points in their 4 home games.
Washington did a pretty good job compared to the other teams in the first quarter.
No kidding. So it was a 90-yard drive for the Cowboys. Let's see what the Commanders can do.
180, set.
Third series for them. And there's nothing happening with that one. Robinson again met right at the line. Damone Clark and others there to plug up any opening, but there was one in the first place.
This is why Dallas can win the Super Bowl. The only area I see is red zone offense, and they just scored a touchdown there. But every other area, Jim, is almost the same on both sides of the ball now, which is super rare. I mean, they're second in offensive scoring, second in defense, total yards, 5th total yards offense, 5th in total yards defense scoring. Great on third down, second and third on offense and defense. I mean, they have everything. The biggest thing is turnovers and penalties, and they've got to beat the best teams in the league when they play them.
Here's Howell buying time, and it's incomplete. Gilmore on the coverage of McLaurin. Yeah, this Dallas defense, you think about how stout they've been. We talk so much about all these fireworks on offense, but they have not allowed a 100-yard receiver the entire season. They have not allowed a 100-yard rusher, and they have not allowed a 300-yard passer.
Well, the biggest thing I said, one of the keys to the game will be winning your one-on-one matchup outside. Dan Quinn, who is one of the best in course, he has to be a head coach next year. He should have been the last 2. He might be, he's in my top 1 or 2 hires if I was an owner. No question, he is exceptional. I talked to him. You know, it's so much fun talking football. He knows it at such a high level.
3rd and 10. There was pressure on the throw, but he got it away to Samuel, who takes off for a big gain. How about Howell hanging in there with DeMarcus Lawrence heading right after him? That's the end of the quarter with a 30-yard pass play for the Commanders.